We are back on this boxy build. Now, I'm gonna start this thing up. I'm gonna let y'all listen. And this is like an experiment. Let me...
Yeah, swaps and stuff, rims big as monster trucks, wide harnesses, yeah, boy, we stock them up. Hit subscribe so you know you stay in the loop. Hit the bell, new videos coming soon.
Back on that box Chevy. Like I said, we're gonna try an experiment here. It's the same thing that everybody talks about these aftermarket throttle bodies. I'm gonna start this one. I got several codes, throttle body codes. I changed the throttle position sensor and the IAC. We just started up and let y'all listen. Start running real bad. So what I plan on doing, and the reason why I want to do this, it's an experiment. I don't want to let it warm up enough to hear that it's going to run bad, because I know I've already supposed to been driving this thing and I haven't drove it. So you know what we gonna do, right? We ordered a 4-bolt to 3-bolt throttle body adapter. I know that the 92 millimeter is going to be nice, but guess what? We don't want to sit and fight it. We don't. You can't. I mean, some people would want to try to tune around it. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. So what I'm going to opt to do is I'm going to go ahead, pull off the breather, pull off the throttle body, install the adapter, and then install the factory throttle body, the same one we pulled the IAC out of. Now, could I drill a hole in that one and probably get that noise to go away? It's possible. It's possible. But you win some, you lose some. The last one I used, I didn't have no issues with it. None. I've got a 78 millimeter on my truck. Well, that's what the stock one is, 78 millimeter. And I had no issues. I had no issues. So what I'm going to do is pull my breathers off. For the ones that don't know, a lot of what this stuff is as far as socket size is 8 millimeter. If you don't have an 8 millimeter, a 5/16 might work.
Yeah, swaps and stuff, rims big as monster trucks, wide harnesses, yeah, boy, we stock them up. Hit subscribe so you know you stay in the loop.
It's sticking. It shouldn't be sticking. So, like I said, we're just going to go ahead and pull it off, get it out the way, and be done with it. Yeah, like I said, we're going to go back with the factory, see what she does, make sure all of the hissing goes away. That hissing is very nerve-wracking. Very nerve-wracking. Originally, I was supposed to cut this already, right? Well, I haven't cut it because I don't have the distance right. I really don't want to cut it as of yet. See, because I got to stick it back in there. So the problem I'm having here, you're supposed to just rotate this, get it to where you want it, and pull it out. But because of the throttle cable was in there, it won't come out. It's a tight fit. It wasn't gonna come out, and we weren't gonna lose it. We was not gonna lose it. Now, let's get this throttle body off. Still gonna run that. What I don't like about all these adapters and stuff like that, man, you're giving yourself another place for things to start leaking. And the biggest issue that we on some of these engines are vacuum leaks. Well, we don't want that. We don't want a vacuum leak. Vacuum leaks cause it not to run right. But we're gonna see and verify if it's gonna run different. Because this thing, after it warms up, it almost chokes itself out. And I haven't had this problem before. And then while it's trying to choke itself out, the racket that's going on up here with this intake, I mean, it's a whole bunch of racket. So I'm almost certain, I'm almost certain the problem is right here. And you see the throttle body's got a gasket and a rubber gasket. So, what are we gonna do? We're gonna run it just like it is, like so, like it was. But we're gonna bolt this on instead. I'm gonna bolt this on instead, and it came with bolts, but I think they're too short. We have to use these. I think the bolts it came with might be, no, I don't know. We'll see. We're gonna try these first, but it did come with bolts. The throttle body adapter did come with bolts. I know it kind of sucks that we got this pretty old throttle body, intake, all that on here. And then we got to put on this stock adapter. Go ahead and go with the shorter bolts, like here. And this is adjustable as well. I can slide this forward, backward, or forward, however much I want to put it. I think I'm gonna go ahead and leave it where it's at, because I got plenty of extra cable here. What's going on with this one? Okay, just making sure. Let me show y'all the difference. This is the one that came with it. No part number, nothing. And this is the original. It's got a part number. That's what you want. Some kind of part number. Like I said, go ahead and change these out, man. Then we'll fire it up. See if we still hear that whistling. I don't think we will. and then I'll let it run and see if we've remedied this thing trying to choke itself out, because that's what it's been trying to do as it runs. Like I said, and I wanted to drive. And then be sure to put it plug in face down and not face up. And like I said to y'all, man, anytime y'all get a chance to go to the junkyard and you dealing with these, go ahead and grab that throttle body. Even if you ain't gonna use it, go ahead and buy it. Because these sensors, one sensor will take the place and of what you will buy that throttle body for, cost wise. I'm telling you, there's no need of not going ahead and grabbing all the throttle bodies you can, because these sensors are stupid expensive. And are they the same? If you go buy a new one, is it the same quality as is the original? Is the original? Is it the same quality? I don't know. I don't know. I'm sitting here looking at the IAC design versus the IAC hole on this one, and then the IAC hole on this one. So it's about the same. No, I mean, I'm just looking, but I do see see the little discoloration in there right here. See it? I think, and it's sticking, I think that this sucker here, well, hold on, y'all. No, never mind. I was looking around it. I was looking around the inside of it, and I could see daylight all the way around it. And I mean, all the way around it, you can see daylight. And I was looking at the 78mm, which is the original. You could just see daylight, barely see daylight at the top. At the top. So that might have something to do with that hissing noise we're hearing. And then to see the discoloration on the back side of it, not sure what that's about. We'll just set this to the side. We'll just set this to the side. Go ahead and put the original throttle body back on. And if this works out, I'll go ahead and pull it back off, clean it up, make it look nice and pretty. Nice and pretty. But this is an experiment. This is an experiment. Now, I'm not going to change anything in the tune neither. Although I probably should, but I'm not. No, I probably should go inside there and change the throttle body size. But I'm just curious to how it's going to run with this versus that. Came with an adapter. It's got a match back here, like so. You don't want to put it on like that, because that's not the way it goes. It just matches like this. And it came with bolts. Thank goodness, because I didn't have any. Now let's start it and see what we got. What y'all think? It's gonna sound different? It's gonna fire up? I may need to cap this. I'm not sure yet. We'll see. Means we got to pull all this back off, but I'm not sure why it's leaking there. That's why I said, remember I said I don't like adding all these different adapters and stuff like that because it's a place for a potential leak, and that's what we got. Instead of a potential leak, we got a leak. So the leak is behind here. You know what I think? Let me see something. I think my bolts might have caused my leak. Nope, that ain't it. I thought my throttle body bolts would have been too long. Was pressing on that. What's the name there? But that ain't it. Set this to the side. Pull this back off, and we will see. So chances are I was leaking there to begin with, and I thought it was the throttle body. Now, I mean, that whistling, they're notorious for that. This has got an O-ring in it. The actual intake. But it don't cover. It don't cover it. So what do I do? what do, y'all? The leak was up here. See, and that's supposed to cover that, and it's not. How am I gonna stop that? I need to. Now, if I was to bolt this directly to that, nope. I think we still would have that problem. Okay, we wouldn't. We wouldn't. So my whole issue is the throttle body bracket. My throttle body adapter is the issue. How do I fix that? Throttle body bracket. How do I fix that? I mean, because even with this, it was still leaking in places that it shouldn't be. Okay, so that gasket I got ain't no good. Ain't no good. All right, let me think on it, y'all. All right, y'all, I'm gonna have to go back to the drawing board here, or either, because we're gonna keep having leaks. I got an idea, but it's not an ideal way that you want to fix it. The problem is the throttle body adapter. Minus that, I think we'll be all right. So my guess is, do I want to go ahead and undo the throttle body adapter, put it on? That's what I think I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put it on without the throttle body, not throttle body adapter, throttle cable bracket. So I'm gonna put it on without the throttle cable bracket, see what we got, and then go from there. Because we might have to do something different here. All right, y'all, I believe my theory was right. We no longer have the hissing. I just added this just to try to, I'm gonna run the line from here over to here. But I did have a vacuum leak right here, right there. So, but one thing I realized, as of right now, we ain't got no brakes. And I'm trying to figure that out. But let me. Alright, so I think we figured the leak out. But we ain't got no brakes. Got a very hard pedal and no brakes. So that could be a couple things. So with that being said, I'm going to bleed the brakes and see what we got there. I mean, it's got plenty of brake fluid in it, in the reservoir. So why it don't have any brakes, I don't know. And I'm gonna fire it up for y'all. I know it's dark. It ain't been that long. I ain't been messing with that long. Like something else I had to take care of. I did that. Now you'll see this. Got a little bit of something. better, so much smoother, so much cleaner. Okay. I have had it running. I ain't gonna say I haven't. Composite, the plastic, the original, what they do is quiet down the valve train noise. That's what they do. Yeah. Temperature staying right at 194. Ain't running away, which is great. I'm more happy with what we got now because that hissing earlier, that noise earlier, I didn't like it. Notice the fan's still on while it's doing that, man. Home stretch. We gotta figure these brakes out though. I'm not happy about that. I'm like, you know, when I unloaded it, it had brakes. I haven't done anything different. Anything different for it not to have brakes. Fan kicked off. No power. That's a timer setup. I like that. I like that setup where you can set your timer for your fans to stay on X amount of minutes after you shut it off. I do like that setup. So, oh, one more thing I want to show y'all. One more thing. I hate that I had to put that, I hate that I had to put the 78 millimeter on there, but that 92 was making a bunch of racket. So, remember I said, well, we need to wire these fans in. And usually I just get relays and wire them in myself. And then, then we did some work over there on the OBS. Y'all know the OBS with the with the Aces. And I seen the fan relay setup that he had. Right here. Right here. I like it. I like it a lot. Because not only does it have the two relays for the fan, which are 40 amp, we also have 6 fuses. So we can wire in whatever, however, and it's going to look pretty good under the hood. So this is what we're going to go with on the fans. Each fan's going to have each fan's going to have its own relay, its own individual relay, and like anything that I have to send power to, like if we're going to run a fan for the intercooler or the transmission cooler, if we wanted to, I don't feel like it's necessary. We can go ahead and tie it into this. Well, not necessarily a fan. I'll take that back because we have to run a relay for a fan. But if we were running fog lights, you know, anything that we need power to, we can go ahead and run it to this. I like this. So we're going to wire this in. Stick it in here. And it'll look cleaner. It'll look a lot cleaner. I'm pumped. I'm pumped, man. I'm pumped. I'm pumped. I'm pumped. Why I don't got no brakes? I don't know. I don't know. It's okay though. We're gonna bleed the brakes and we're gonna get this thing off jack stands and we're gonna drive it. There's no reason. Everything's tidied up. Now I do have to finish putting in the digital dash. Digital dash all wired up. It has not been put in place. So everything works. So we're gonna go with all of that. Making sure all that works on the digital dash. Then back this thing out, drive it, shift through the gears, and call it a wrap. Call it a wrap. Call it a wrap. So stay with me. By the way, hit that subscribe if you don't mind. Hit that subscribe, man. We're working on this box Chevy. So we getting there. We getting there. I'm telling you, we're getting there. Like I said, this is gonna be same setup Shorty the Wop got, different cam, different transmission, different intake, but basically the same. You know, nothing different for the most part. Same injector. So we can make sure that this thing runs like it's supposed to. I'm more pumped now because for the past couple of days I've been in circles. So we're not in circles no more. Let's get this thing off the jack stands and let's drive it.